Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 28, 2024. And in the news this afternoon, TAJ blames lengthy procurement process for delay in occupying leased properties. Tax Administration Jamaica says the delay in occupying properties it has leased is due to the lengthy procurement process and the build-out required to make the space suitable for the delivery of tax services. It follows an Auditor General report which revealed that TAJ has forked out more than $370 million over the 3 years to lease 2 properties, despite failing to occupy the buildings up to August last year. The properties are located in Greenvale, Manchester, and Onoto Bay, St. Mary. In a media release on Wednesday, TAJ said the government procurement policies require a lease to be in place before beginning the process to procure technical services and to renovate. It said once the lease is in place, TAJ is liable to make payments. TAJ said in the case of the Greenvale property, a competitive bidding process is being pursued and it could take another 6 months to engage the contractor. It is projecting that the work will take a minimum of 12 months to complete, with September 2025 being the best estimate for completion date. Regarding the Onoto Bay Tax Office, TAJ said the existing building has been closed since it was rendered unsafe for occupancy following a 5.6 magnitude earthquake on November 3 last year. 2 King's House workers filed lawsuits over alleged breach of rights. 2 public servants attached to King's House have filed lawsuits contending that their constitutional rights are being breached as they are being prevented from continuing in their roles. The 2 are claiming that since October 2021, they have been hindered from returning to work for failure to provide COVID-19 test results. The claimants are office attendants Mrs. Valerie Marcia Bennett and Ms. Signorina Raymond. They are seeking declarations that they are suffering financial hardships as since April 2022 they have not received their salaries and are being blocked from entering the King's House premises. The claimants are seeking several declarations, including that only the Governor General, acting on the advice of the Public Service Commission, can remove them as public officers pursuant to Section 125 of the Jamaican Constitution. They contend that when they ask to be given letters authorizing them to leave their jobs, the Governor General's secretary responded that they should go and speak to their union. They disclosed that they have not been informed by the Public Service Commission or the Governor General that they are no longer employed as public officers. They are seeking to be fully compensated from April 2022 to the date of the termination of their claims. St. Anne police warn of likely traffic delays over Easter weekend. The police in St. Anne say additional resources will be deployed to assist with traffic flow in anticipation of several entertainment events scheduled for the parish over the long Easter weekend. Senior Superintendent Dwight Powell, commanding officer for the St. Anne Division, said several applications have been received for entertainment activities in various sections of the parish. He said with the buzz of activities, there may be traffic buildup leading to these venues from Outreas to Discovery Bay.
Across from Outreas into Discovery Bay, we're also seeing an application that will take us into Brownstown and into the hills of Alexandra. So we are seeing a number of entertainment activities from vacay weekend to Festival of Float to Frenchman, as also Dover Raceway, which we are anticipating for Monday of this holiday weekend. We are anticipating that Saturday will be the heaviest day that we'll be seeing most of these activities, especially between Miami Bay Roundabout and the Priory section, where we are seeing heavy build-up even on good days. So it is anticipated that the traffic flow will be a bit heavy over the weekend, and so we are advising the traveling public to factor some additional time in their commute. We will, however, be doing everything that is humanly possible to ensure that our roadway is kept free of congestion, and we will be exerting the effort to ensure that the parish remains safe over the holiday period.
JC boy's liver nicked after being robbed and stabbed at the Champs. A 17-year-old student of Jamaica College was left hospitalized after criminals robbed him of his cell phone and stabbed him outside the gates of the National Stadium in Kingston on Friday, where the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships was underway. The boy, a lower sixth form student, had reportedly left the stadium and was outside the gate, awaiting pickup from his mother when a group of men approached him. He was robbed of the device and the wound inflicted before the group of approximately 5 men fled. The incident occurred shortly after 7 p.m. across from the Lofts apartment complex. His mother and the sister, who reportedly witnessed the tail end of the incident, bolted to his assistance, rushing him to Andrews Memorial Hospital in St. Andrew. Doctors confirmed to his mother, who spoke with the news but asked not to be identified, that his liver was nicked. However, she said that the injury is not life-threatening and that the organ is expected to heal over time. A tracker on the phone placed the device at a premises in Grandspence, St. Andrew. It has subsequently been retrieved. She has criticized the police and the event's organizers for a lack of significant security presence. The mother argued that the security of students was not sufficiently covered. She said a security guard who was on duty and another man held onto one of the men, but noted that he was subsequently let go. The mother said she did not see any lawmen to seek assistance. "We're breaking the one-way with my hazard lights on, shouting my son was stabbed and nobody looked. I would never send my son back to Champs because it is not secured," the woman said. "For an event like that where the majority of the persons attending are not adults, they should beef up security. I'm not sure if they were just concentrating on the inside. But what about the persons who don't get any parking on the inside and have to park on the outside and walk in? It is unacceptable," she said. The news has learned that ISA, the Intersecondary Schools Sports Association, spent close to $20 million on security for this year's staging of the athletics championship. This was to reportedly cover the security of the event and its environs in the city. ISA President Keith Wellington said on Wednesday that the police on the days of the event covered the traffic lights and the troubled spots around the stadium. He said where it is reported that the incident occurred, it is unlikely that lawmen were positioned there. Wellington said, however, there would be some level of patrol taking place along Arthur Winter Drive and Mountain View Avenue. "We know these things happen and they happen every day of the week and not just when Champs is in play. But I would suspect that there was some level of coverage. It is just unfortunate that maybe the time that took place, there was no patrol in the area. But in terms of arrangements that we make with the police, we are confident that they are adequate. Whether or not the police do what is expected of them, now that is a different issue," said Wellington. He said that the incident is regrettable and noted that ISA empathizes with the boy and his family. The Jamaica Constabulary Forces Ground Commander for the event, Senior Superintendent Michael Bailey, said he was unaware of the incident. He said the event for the most part went incident-free and that there was no report of robbery. However, he said 3 children had been reported missing, one of whom has since been located. From the point of view of the organizers, the private security and the police, what was in place is what was agreed, and all parties were satisfied that adequate police presence was on the ground to deal with any eventuality, the SSP said.